Hello, 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 and welcome to the show. Thank you for joining me in another live of Mr. Freemason. We've got an action-packed show for you today, coming back with more numerology with regards to Liam Payne's funeral and also on Brianharvey. So I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for joining me in another live. I hope you enjoyed the last one. If you haven't, please go and get a catch-up so you'll know where we are and up to date. And I'll just wait a few more seconds for a few more people to join, and we will get on with the show. Once again, I'd like to welcome you all to the show. Thank you for joining me. We will start the show. Seems to be having a few problems with some images. We'll try and get around them. Worst comes to worst, we'll have to go out and come back into the live, unfortunately. So, as I said, today's show is about Liam Payne and Brianharvey. We'll be taking a look at some of the numbers that have reoccurred and some new ones that have come up. Just going to check my microphone. Yeah, we're all good. So I'm having some real technical issues today. So I'll just recap in case you didn't hear that. So it's 33 days after the first single of One Direction was released when Liam Payne lost his life on the 16th of October. Liam Payne was born on the 29th of August 1993. 2 and 9 equals 11, a master number. Liam's born year also adds up to 22, a master number. Lucian Grange was also born on the 29th, which equals 11, and Lucian Grange is the CEO of Universal Records, who Liam Payne was signed to. And Lucian Grange also manages P. Diddy and Drake, amongst Jay-Z and many others. Now, Liam Payne had a relationship with Cheryl Cole, pop star from the girl group Girls Aloud, and they had a son together, which was born in 2017. Now, Liam Payne is born under Vietnamese astrology animal of the rooster. And the last best year for the rooster was, strangely enough, in 2017. Now, Liam's funeral was held on the 20th of November, 2024. The 20th is quite a significant number, and I'll explain that in a minute. Most people would think that would be a number 2 energy, but it's actually not. It's actually broken down into 11 again. The whole date combined together, which is the 20th of November plus the 2024, equals a number of 21. And when you add 2 and 1 together, you get the number 3, which is a number of communication in numerology astrology. Now, the third letter is also C, which stands for communication, ceremonies, cremation, and even Cheryl, as in Cheryl Cole. Now, the funeral was held at 1 p.m, which is a reference to One Direction, with the first letter being A. The funeral was also held on the 20th, the second letter being B, which is why the funeral was held in Buckingham in the UK. So, like I said before, Liam was born on the day of an 11 on the master numbers, and 11 stands for the leader. Now, if we refer to the funeral with regards to Liam Payne, as I said, there were many stars that attended. The main focus was on Cheryl Cole. So when you look through the news articles in some of the newspapers, and the fact that Cheryl Cole was being so prominent and pushed forward in the limelight, so to speak, with regards to Liam Payne's funeral, you'll understand why. Because very much like the news that was reported with regards to the royal family last year, with regards to King Charles and also Princess Catherine Middleton, they obviously released a statement with regards to their medical problems and diagnosis with regards to cancer. So you had Charles, who had cancer, and you had Catherine Middleton, who also had cancer. And the third letter of the alphabet is C. So there's your 2 C's, and there's your 33, with both individuals. So if we turn our attention to the funeral of Liam Payne, we had Cheryl Cole, and the third letter of the alphabet is C, which is Cheryl's first name, and also her last name, Cole, which begins with C. So there's your 33. If we turn our attention to Cheryl Cole with regards to numerology, she was born on the 30th of June, 1983. And her life path number comes to, I believe it is also an 11. But one thing about Cheryl Cole is, with regards to Vietnamese astrology, with regards to the animal charts, Cheryl Cole is actually born under the animal energy of the pig. I'm going to go on to Simon Cowell in a bit, and then you'll understand why the relationship between Cheryl Cole and Simon Cowell works so well, especially within business, within the music industry, and so on. Now, One Direction split 7 years ago, and it's going to be quite important in a minute with regards to the number 7. Not only that, but Liam Payne's son Barry is also at the age of 7 years old. So if we turn our attention to Simon Cowell, Simon Cowell was born on the 7th of October 1959. And this is where I say the number 7 because Simon Cowell was born on a 7th day, and the 7th letter of the alphabet stands for G, which is genius. But it's also in reference to music. So you'll find there are 7 keys in the piano octave ranging from A to the letter G. Not only that, but also One Direction sold over 70 million records. Now, when you add Simon Cowell's birthday all together, you come to a life path number of a number 5, which is a number of travel, which he's done a lot of. Also, his Vietnamese astrology animal also comes out as the pig, which is why you find Sean Cole and Simon Cowell work so well together. You'll also find that Liam Payne was at the age of 31. 3 plus 1 equals 4, which will play very significance as well, with 4 being the number of law and order. Now, the further developments with regards to Brianharvey, and why Brianharvey feels that his life might be in danger with regards to the news article that was released with regards to E17's the single Stay Another Day being released again. The Christmas charts for this year are in December. Strangely enough, they're on the 20th of December. So there's another 20 number for you again. The single Stay Another Day by E17 is being re-released again this year. And some of you might be familiar with and be very wary of is on the 13th. It's a Friday. So it will be December, Friday the 13th. Also with regards to Brianharvey, is that the single is being sold for £9.99, which turned upside down is an inverted 666. You also mentioned Louis Theroux. But in a minute, we'll turn our attention to a video of Brianharvey with regards to the release of the single and what it means for Brianharvey. We'll take a look at the article that is in regards to what it's speaking about, and we'll break it down into numerology.
Right people, how's it going? Brianharvey here. You're never going to guess what I've just found. So Tony from the group and Warner, London Records, are doing this. E17 Stay Another Day 30th anniversary release for Christmas number 1.
Okay, well, I'm just going to stop the video quickly there. Now, with regards to E17, 1 and 7 equals the number 8, which in numerology means the number of money, but it also means the number of karma. The fact that the number 1 has been mentioned as well might be a reference to One Direction, but we might not know about that just yet. As we'll digress, I'll dissect a bit more with regards to the numbers and what they mean.
Do not go and buy this. Do not go and buy this, right? Let me tell you what it says here. It's a festive favourite that denied Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You of 1994's Christmas number 1, and now E17 have announced plans. I haven't announced shit. Announced plans to celebrate 30 years of Stay Another Day. Absolutely.
Right, with regards to the 30th, that is because 3, like I've said before in numerology, third letter of the alphabet is C, which stands for communication. Also stands for Christmas. And if you might have missed it, with regards to, I might just be able to wind this back a little bit for you and see if we can catch it. So with regards to, it says, with regards to denying Mariah Carey the Christmas number 1 single, which was in 1994. And if you add all their numbers up together, as I've stated before, there's plenty of numbers you will find that are reoccurring with regards to news articles I'll just give you a rerun of what these are again. So they're the number 3, the number 9, the number 11, the number 13, the number 19, the number 22, number 23, and the number 33. So if you check out what 1994 is and add it all together, I think you'll find that brings you to the number 23. But we'll continue.
E17 Stay Another Day 30th anniversary release for Christmas number 1. Do not go and buy this. Do not go and buy this, right? Let me tell you what it says here. It's a festive favourite that denied Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You of 1994's Christmas number 1, and now E17 have announced plans. I haven't announced shit. Announced plans to celebrate 30 years of Stay Another Day. Absolutely nothing to do with me. Absolutely nothing to do with me. Tony Mortimer, Brianharvey. Why am I the only one highlighted here? Tony Mortimer, Brianharvey, John Indy and Terry Coldwell's seasonal staple has been covered by the likes of Girls Aloud, Cheryl Tweedy, Cheryl Cole, Kylie Minogue and Georgia Smith over the years, but it's time to shine the spotlight back on the original in aid of Nordoff and Robbins. I don't know what that is.
Okay, I'll just stop the video there quickly. Now, there's two things that have popped up. The first thing is at the top of the title where it says the 30th anniversary. The other one is in the news article itself where it also says the 30th anniversary. So there's your 233s in the news article to begin with. The other thing to pay attention is these people show you things in plain sight. Now, I'm not talking about Brianharvey, obviously, but I'm talking about the people that are behind the scenes and run the show. Just to bear in mind that the song's actually called Stay Another Day. That might give you a little bit of a clue and a hint right there. Also, number 1. Now, clearly, there's someone who's going to be a number 1. And Brianharvey's just stated out of all the names that are highlighted within the group of E17 and the boy band members, Brianharvey's name is the only one that is highlighted.
Do not go and buy this, right? Let me tell you what it says here. It's a festive favourite that denied Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You of 1994's Christmas number 1, and now E17 have announced plans. I haven't announced shit. Announced plans to celebrate 30 years of Stay Another Day. Absolutely nothing to do with me. Absolutely nothing to do with me. Tony Mortimer, Brianharvey. Why am I the only one highlighted here? Tony Mortimer, Brianharvey, John Indy and Terry Coldwell's seasonal staple has been covered by the likes of Girls Aloud, Cheryl Tweedy, Cheryl Cole, Kylie Minogue and
Cheryl Cole, there's your 33 again.
Georgia Smith over the years, but it's time to shine the spotlight back on the original in aid of Nordoff and Robbins. I don't know what that is. That's the cover that they're going with. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Yeah, 30 years. I said this in a previous video. 30 years to the day. So now I've got to watch my back. I've got to watch my back. And I don't like the fact that my name is the only one highlighted there. Everyone else is all in black. Why am I all blued out? You know what I mean? There's the cover. I told you. So if anything happens to me, right, or I have some sort of an accident, or you hear, oh, he's got mental health, or he's on, I don't take drugs, I'm not suicidal. I don't want this coming back out. I don't want it coming back out. It's got nothing to do with me, this. The 30-year anniversary is more than just a celebration of a song. It's a call to remember the profound impact that music can have on our lives. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. Ain't had a good impact on my life. It's fucking ruined my life. Oh my God.
Just to pause again, this 30th anniversary record is going to be released on a 7-inch ice clear vinyl edition. I just thought I'd point that one out before we go any further.
Don't buy this, people. Don't make this go to number one. Don't make this go to number one.
Tell them the date.
The date, the release date is December the 13th. It's Friday the 13th. Yeah, and I'm the only one highlighted in blue.
Just take note of when the announcement will be. It will be on Friday the 20th of December.
Oh, man. Oh, man. No, 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 no. 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 Don't buy it. Don't buy it. No. They're up to something. Sorry. They're up to something. They're up to something. I ain't going to see nothing out of this. I see absolutely nothing out of this. Like I said before, we, apparently, out of our pound an album, you know how much an album sells for? The band don't even get £1 an album. We're £800,000 unrecouped with London Records, who are now owned by Warner. All right? This is being released on December the 13th. I don't want to be number one for Christmas. I don't want nothing to do with it. I want nothing to do with the music industry. If something happens to me, yeah, I did not do it. I did not do it. So this has got nothing to do with me. This is Tony putting that out, yeah? Why does this need to come out again? I told you, didn't I, 30 years to the day. I did say this. I said this on a previous broadcast. And now it's in the news. And where was it? Official charts. I'm a dead man.
Just for those of you who didn't catch it at the beginning, just pay attention to the EasyJet advert at the top, which is in orange. I'm just going to try and shuffle through just to make sure I get it, because it's obviously on a rotating banner. So from £30 one way, for the chance of that. So you've got an E17 Stay Another Day 30th anniversary release for Christmas, #1. And then you've got an EasyJet advert at the top, which is from £30 one way. This it seems to be like this 30 keeps coming up quite a lot. You had the Liam Payne Rolex watch, which was £30,000 that went missing. You've now got E17 Stay Another Day 30th anniversary. I mean, at what point does this stop becoming a coincidence is what you've got to ask yourself, really. But I'm going to continue and progress a bit further on. I'm going to delve into a little bit of Louis Theroux, who's the one that actually asked Brianharvey, or sent him a check with regards to the special boy band, about Boy Band Forever, I believe it was, which Louis Theroux, I believe, released on 16th of November, which is strange enough. So you had Liam Payne, who lost his life on October the 16th, and then on November the 16th, Louis Theroux brings out Boy Bands Forever, a TV series. And when I actually looked into if anything was happening on October the 16th, this is one tip that I will give you, as many people will know that watch the channel or have watched the videos or even watch the other live stream. Although the Masons are not a religion themselves, they do incorporate and practice rituals and religion based off of the back of Judaism, which is why they do things by certain numbers. But when you look into it and you look into October the 16th, I believe it's called Sukkot or Sukkot. You have to excuse my pronunciation. But it's actually a Jewish holiday on October the 16th, which is the same day that Liam Payne lost his life. And the holiday actually starts from 12 o'clock from the night before. So it actually starts as the day ends on the 15th at 12 o'clock midnight. And that is when the holiday starts. So Liam Payne actually lost his life on a Jewish holiday, which is coincidental again. So you seem to get a lot of coincidences that tend to come up with regards to numerology stories, articles, and surroundings where people have lost their lives under suspicious circumstances. Like I've said before, with regards to the Friend star, Matthew Perry, who lost his life last year. Matthew Perry was born under a rooster energy. Last year is the year of the cat, which is his enemy year. And he lost his life under suspicious circumstances. And then we find out a year later this year that it's being investigated. I'm just wondering if the same thing is going to happen with Liam Payne maybe within a year's time, but I'm guessing we'll just have to sit and wait. Now, if we take a look at Louis Theroux, Louis Theroux's born on the 20th. He was born on the 20th of May, 1970. So we're 2 plus 5, which is the May. So 2 plus 5 equals 7. There's another 7 for you there. And 1970 equals 17. Add them together equals 24. And you add the 2 and the 4 together, and that gives you a life path number of 6. So Louis Theroux himself, being born on the 20th of May, is actually an 11 energy. Impressed energy is the day he's born on. So this is the strange thing that you're tending to find with all these. So we had Liam Payne, who's born on the 29th, which equals 11. We had Lucian Grange, who is born on the 29th as well, equals 11. And we've got Louis Theroux, who's born on the 20th, which also equals an 11 energy. So all three of these people were born on a day of impressed 11 energy, which is a master number and the number of the leader. Also, Louis Theroux is born in 1970, which is a dog energy year. And this year is the enemy sign of the dog, which is why you'll find people who are born in the dog year have not had a very good year this year. But I said this back in January, and I gave a whole list of names and people that would be coming up in the news. And it seems to be that numerology hasn't failed us, because the names I listed were Donald Trump, Kate Middleton, Hunter Biden, Nicki Minaj, and Prince William. Now we know Donald Trump had the attempt on his life. Kate Middleton had health issues. Hunter Biden had 3 indictments. Nicki Minaj pulled up for a video that she released 2 years ago. And with regards to Prince William, I think you could say that his marriage is quite over. And if we want to turn our attention to Liam Payne's son, Bear, who's also 7, Bear was born on the 22nd of March, 2017. So Bear, his own, Liam Payne's son, Bear, was actually born on 22 energy, which is a master number also, but it's a number of the builder. So you will find people born on 22 are bodybuilders, architects are like building stuff, making things. It could do with anything with regards to a structural building or even a business. So whatever they're doing, 22s tend to be builders. You'll find, like I say, the most famous body and successful bodybuilders in the world are all born under 22. Bradley Martin from America, born on the 22nd. Is one of the most famous female bodybuilders. She's also born 22nd. So it all goes back to numerology, and it all correlates very, very well. So yeah, with regards to everything that I've said, I mean, always do your own due diligence and your own research. And if any of you noticed the post that I put out the other day with regards to it being a 4-day, where I said it would be a day of law and order, because 4 is the number of law and order. So on 4 days, so you'll see on the 4th, the 13th, even the 22nd, because 2 and 2 equals 4, and even the 31st. So on these days, you will see more police cars on the road than you will do any other day. And I actually put a post up saying that the next day would actually be a 4-day, and to keep your eyes open for the police, or is not a good day to commit crime, or on 4 days, you tend to have a lot of things going on in courts. Strangely enough, the next day, which was the 4th day, in the UK, we had the teenager who was brought up for the Southport attacks, which was Axel Rudabudabana. He was actually up in court that day, strangely enough. So it just goes to show you that numerology never fails. So unfortunately, I can't bring you up the other images that I loaded up, because otherwise I would have been able to go through them and dissect them a little bit better and a bit more for you. But for some reason, StreamYard doesn't want to play ball today. So I've tried to dissect and give you as much information really as I can in that sense. I will try and have a look at them again for you and see if I can bring them up. I can't promise anything for you though, but I will try to do my best. Otherwise, I will have to give it a miss for today, and I will